sunshine. What is it, Doug? What's going on? Where are we going?
Right. So,
Kind of.
need a Bible.
Another nice day. Another smile on my face, all things considered. Oh wow, look, that's gone up overnight. We've got a little fort in the back garden. Like it. Until the thing kicks in, it'll look like death, don't it? Your time has come. Or something like that. My best friend's gone away for the weekend. She's spending it in a hotel somewhere. Can't remember where she said, Nottingham or something. Alright, eh? It's alright for some. She's off to see Yellow Card, apparently. And as I mentioned, starting Monday, I'm looking after my brother's house. So probably not going to get to see her for about a week. Not properly, anyway. However, I am going to have lots of time to spend with you guys. So it gives her a reason to watch. One more viewer, yay! Problem with the weekends is it really don't matter kind of what time you go out. There's always going to be more people about. Very annoying. Especially when I've got little Bramble with me. She's just taking her time, doing the usual thing. You know what she's like by now. Just bumbling along. So yeah, this close to Christmas, chance of getting a job equals absolute fucking zero. Can't get on the dole, and even if I could, they're not going to give me any money. Don't know what's wrong there, to be honest with you. But whatever. So I made a couple of mistakes, so I'm really sorry. I will definitely put a fire performance on the end of this episode. Reason being, I forgot to charge my camera. For the past 2 days straight, I've forgotten to charge my camera. And I also forgot to erase the data that was already on it. So there's 3 days worth of these videos on the memory card, and there's very little battery left. I think I've got like 2 minutes worth of recording time. So, oh, that's a beautiful image though, isn't it? You know, I woke up half an hour ago. That's gorgeous. Why are you just staring at me, dog? Come on, move on. So you've all been waiting for the answer to the question. Oh, I bet you're dead excited to find out if you were right or not. The actual answer is that Milky Bar Milk and Crunchy thing. 35 fucking p! That's way more than 20p sensations. Bramble's back there somewhere. She'll catch up. She's got 4 legs. I've only got 2. So I imagine she can walk twice as fast as me. Come on, Bram. If I stop, she stops, but she's miles up. How are you doing? I very rarely ask. You're very quiet, I've got to say. You just kind of stand there staring at me. I say stand there, I'm holding you. You just kind of sit there in my hand, staring at me. Never really say anything. Here he comes. Oh, no. He's off again. Oh. Good old Doug. Such a nice blue sky. It's bloody cold though today. It's cold on my old fingers. I'm glad I've got my gloves on. Not really happy about the weather. No, I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's blue skies. The sun's setting behind me. I'll be walking into that in a minute though, and that's going to be annoying. It's always horrible walking into the sunset, isn't it? Not as bad as driving into the sunset, that's worse. Definitely. I love skylines. Look at that. Isn't that epic? Another epic skyline shot. Somewhere like there in it if you want the frame. Wow, look at that. Ducks. Hey everybody. I'm sorry this vlog's so late. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. I need a shave. But it's the middle of the night. Oh, yeah. I've got my hands full today. We've got Dougie. We've got little Bramble. And we've got Max. Hiya Max, how did you get dirty head? Good old Max. Hey mate. Now, windy. I have no idea where the wind's coming from. Yeah, I think I've got it right. Man, I've been awake like 5 minutes and I'm already out here in the fucking freezing cold. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm standing in such a weird spot, it's like such a crosswind. Ugh, some kind of Justin Bieber shit going on with my hair. I hate wind. This is why sometimes you don't get a video, because it's just wind. So all I can hear is just sunshine! Oh, the wind's gone. Nice one. I can finally record a vlog. So today, I've got 3 dogs with me. I don't know where the other 2 are. He's gone. Don't tell anyone I've lost him. Oh no, it's okay, I found him. There he is. Hello, Max. That's Max. He's a golden retriever. Hello. What? Did you do that on purpose, as if I missed that? It is a windy as shit day today, so like if the recording stops abruptly, it's because the wind picked up and I just decided to cut that bit out. Alright, fair. Yeah, like that. I hate the wind so much. It's the worst of all the weathers. Wind is the worst. Because even on its own it's annoying, but like you couple it with literally any other weather and it just makes like a horrible combination. Wind and snow makes like ice that stabs you in the eyeballs. Wind and rain makes rain that goes underneath your umbrella. Wind and sun makes heat that like travels down your body, just gets everywhere. Ugh. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I've got to say I'm sorry that this is more than a day late. I'll be honest, I didn't think most of you would care. I mean, it's not as if I get a lot of viewers on these things. Sunshine! It's a really nice day, isn't it? I mean, it's not. When I look up there, there's nothing particularly nice about it. It's blue sky directly above me, and then it's gonna rain clouds over in that direction, and it's windy as shit wind over in that direction, so we're lucky at the minute. We've got the trees between us and all the shit weather. But it's coming. It's on its way. It's just you guys can't see it. Doggies. Bramble just stops when I stop. Don't you, Bram? Yeah, baby. Just wandering along. There she goes. There's nothing over there. Dogs a race. Another nice spot in Grimsby. I love it around here. This is my favourite place to come on dog walks, but like it gets really muddy, so it's impossible to get there in like the worst weather. Here. From my end. I could go right the way round, but that is a long way, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, you know, at the minute the ground's a bit frozen, so it was a little bit easier. It's muddy as shit, but all the mud's like frozen, so I could walk on it a bit. Max! Maybe I shouldn't go down here if he's going to go in there. That stuff is disgusting. I'll risk it. I'll risk him being not an idiot. Here we have a lovely clean river, and then the track that we're walking down, and then Max, who's going into a cesspool, basically. Stinky, stagnant water. Max! Come on, get out of there, you weirdo. He's not particularly listening to me today. You alright, Bram? She's a weird dog. Everybody else is running around in this big field. She's just sat behind me sniffing a bush. You know, sometimes these vlogs are like really boring because I've got something on my mind that I kind of want to get off my chest, but at the same time I know it's a bad idea talking about it. Today's kind of one of them days, so rather than having a subject that I can talk to you guys about, I've got like a couple of subjects that I'm trying not to talk to you guys about. He just looked over, he was like, yeah, he's still there, I'll take my time. I do love dogs, but Dougie is a bit of an exception to the rule when it comes to like how much I love him, because usually I'd be the kind of guy who'd rather have a cat than a dog, in all honesty. But you gotta get the right cat. Because like if your personality don't match with a cat, it's the same with a dog though, isn't it? I suppose it don't really matter if it's a cat or a dog, as long as you gel with the animal. Before Dougie, my last best friend animal was a cat called Stimpy. He was amazing. Dougie's kind of like an animal version of me. I mean, like I almost think of him like my brother, you know? I mean, you know, not my human brother, but he's like my dog brother. Just try and stay positive. Does anyone remember the Streets? They were shit, weren't they? I mean, they were shit in a funny way, like an almost good way. They had like one or two good songs that were actually good, and then the rest of them was like utter shit. But in a really weird kind of this is the Streets kind of way. Do you know what I mean? I get inspired by shit music, shit films and shit comedians. I think to myself, if they can do it, if they can earn a living doing that, I mean that is gash. That is proper shit. If they can do it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? That's why Britney Spears was probably the biggest influence of my childhood. Because I thought, oh my god, you know, if she can do it, anyone can do it. Here we go, back into the wind. It's the solstice today, on the day that this was recorded. So it's like the shortest day of the year. So I'm already getting some pretty cool skylines. Whoa, look at that, that's alright, isn't it? It's not even that windy actually. It's like the wind's gone now that I'm on my way back. Bramble, come on! Nearly called a Max. What is it with blonde dogs trying to walk down the path when you're clearly trying to walk down the side of the field? Well, just look at that. It could be my new avatar. If only I could make myself look any good. I'll be honest with you, when I first started filming these, I genuinely expected my subscriber count to either stay roughly the same or start to trickle down. And the reason is, obviously, I started off by advertising my other channels, places where you might prefer to be, you know. But as it happens, my subscriber count is steadily climbing again. The dogs are running into each other. My subscriber count is steadily rising again. So, weird, I don't know. I don't think it's because people like these videos, I think they're finding the older videos. But, you know, it's weird, isn't it? The reasons that people subscribe to a channel is weird. Like, I don't know, the amount of subscribers you get versus the amount of views, it's insane. Like Markiplier even, he's got like, what, 1 million views? I mean 1 million subscribers, but he only gets a couple of 100,000 views per video, doesn't he? It's not like he's getting millions and millions of views per video. It's weird, man. I don't understand. So I don't watch TV anymore. I'm struggling today. I don't actually own a TV anymore, so I don't watch TV, but it would be like if I didn't watch TV, but I still paid for a Sky package. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've bought the package with all the channels, but I don't even own a TV to watch it on. I mean, that's how I feel these subscribers are. I mean, they're not paying any money or anything, obviously, so it's a shit analogy now that I think about it. But that's how it feels. Like, they're subscribing to my channel, but they've literally got no interest in what other content's on there. They've subscribed to my channel rather than adding that one video that they liked to a playlist, which is bizarre. I always thought houses look like Lego bricks from a distance. You know what I mean? Just like little Lego brick houses. The river! There's no ducks today, guys, because I haven't gone past the duck pond today. There's another person up ahead who's got a pack of dogs though, so that might be a bit of fun. So I was born and raised in Yorkshire, right? And in Yorkshire, everything is hills. Like, the whole thing was built on a hill. Then I moved to Essex for a couple of years, and down there it's super flat. I mean, it's so flat there isn't even a hill, so nobody comments on the hills. And then I moved here, and this is again really flat, but you get these weird little banks. Do you know what I mean? Like weird little up bits. It's not a hill, and yet people around here call that a hill. And the weird thing is, because like obviously I was born in Yorkshire and I'm used to moving up and down hills and stuff, but when you live here for so long, you start thinking about it as a hill yourself, you know? It's like weakness. So, guidance for any parents with young kids, move to Yorkshire, because you want tough kids. So, make them walk up and down fucking hills every day. Make them ride the bike up and down hills every day. You know, make them strong. Because people in Grimsby, by comparison, you know, they've got to work a lot harder on the muscle mass, let's put it that way. The air's thinner up there as well. So, around here, you know, sea level in it. So, they've got loads of oxygen. Like, too much oxygen, really. How's your little fin doing? Well, it's getting there, isn't it? Your little fin. I am tired, overcoming being drunk. It's not a hangover, just recovering, that's all. So I've got to say sorry on a few fronts. One, I'm sorry that the blog's taken so long. Two, I'm really sorry that I didn't manage to get a fire performance done for you guys. The weather has been terrible, I've been super busy, I've got all the excuses in the world, it just didn't happen. I'm going to try not to make future promises unless I know I can keep them. On the other hand, it is a gorgeous day today. Cold and that, but you know, looks nice. I look worse than I feel anyway, so that's a good thing, right? That's the right way round, surely. As long as you feel good. It don't matter if you look like shit. So I was just talking to my mum, and it turns out both my dogs are the same age. We were both born in the same year. Big Dougie and Little Bramble, and they're both 10 years old this year. You're 10? That's like 70, innit, in dog years? Doug still runs around like a puppy. Couldn't see him as anything else, really. 70 years old. Well, 10, but you know, in dog years. If I've got that right, maybe I've not got that right. Oh, look at all the trees and shit. Oh. I like it round here. I would call it picturesque. I know I keep saying that, but I keep going the same way. In winter I generally go this route, and then in summer I tend to go the other way, up the river. So unless I've got anything particularly different going on in the day that I get a chance to take you guys with me, like the first day. The first day was kind of making a point, and I know I've said it before, I'm not sure if it made it onto the vlogs though, so I'm going to have to say it again anyway, just in case this is the first time you're hearing it. But from the bottom of my heart to every single person who subscribed to me, thank you ever so much for the support, and thank you for watching the videos. I don't mind that you don't like them all, because they're not all like worthy, are they? Let's be honest. You don't want to waste your time going on to like scrolling down and messing about when you've got shit to watch, and I get that, but just watching it, enjoying, taking part in the community is secondary really, isn't it? It'd be nice if you did that more. But honestly, even if all you're doing is subscribing just to support the existence of the channel, that's great. Thank you ever so much. That'll do. And I did honestly expect my subscribers to start going down when I started making these videos. I thought, maybe the people who just subscribed for the BMX stuff would leave, and then the people who were here for the right reasons would stay, and then my subscriber count would take a massive tumble. But it's done the exact opposite. It's just been climbing and climbing, and I couldn't be more grateful. So that's the best Christmas present I got this year. Thank you ever so much, guys. Actually, now that I think about it, it might not be the best Christmas present I got this year, because I also got a penguin called Mr. Squiggles. I'll put a picture of him up. Yeah, Mr. Squiggles! Ooh, that's a bit close, isn't it? So, another one of these little YouTube stories that I keep coming out with. There's a YouTuber on the rise at the minute called Bearing, and I heard of him a long time before I started following him. He was upsetting some of the big YouTubers, and they'd started mentioning his name in certain circles and things. And I thought about checking him out, and I thought, well, no, it's kind of shady tactics, isn't it? If you're gonna make it, you really want to make it off your own back. You don't want to be like, I don't know, doing things, creating drama with bigger YouTubers just so that they'll give you a shout out. I don't like doing it like that. It feels like shady tactics to me. So I don't know. I mean, there's something to be said for it. Don't get me wrong. If you stand out enough for them to pick you out, I don't want to sound like just because it hasn't happened to me, I feel salty about it or whatever they say nowadays. Which might be the case, I don't know, because I don't know really how it all happened. I'm just saying, at the time, to me, it felt a little bit like he's probably not a channel that I'd enjoy watching, but he makes content that's similar to channels that I enjoy watching. Does that make sense? And you know how things are. It's like music, isn't it? You might hear a song on the radio and you think, oh, I hate that song. And after about 2 weeks of hearing it constantly, you find yourself singing along, It's that kind of thing with Bearing. He's kind of grown on me. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to look for him, but anyway, the point is, he grew, he upset some people, with the content that he was making. It's that kind of content that upsets people. And the avatar that he was using was a bear from a cartoon program. And he didn't know, and we didn't know, barely anybody had ever heard of this cartoon. Nobody knew, you know what I mean? It was just one of them shady internet cartoons. So somebody found out. One of the people that he'd upset probably got in contact with the company who made the cartoon and said, look, this guy's using your character. He was selling t-shirts with the design on it. etc., etc. So this company came down hard on him. They gave him 3 copyright notifications immediately, which got rid of his channel. His channel just, it's a 3-strike rule with YouTube. So it went from being a perfectly good channel in perfect standing to immediately, within a day, getting deleted. And over time, through correspondence and things, Bearing has worked this out with them, but it set a precedent for those of us who have smaller channels that, you never know if there's a chance that you might make a video and it might blow up. I found that out on this channel, and I've got another channel that I've mentioned before where I do like rant videos and shit like that, where I used an avatar, and the avatar that I used was a character from Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Not for any particular reason. I thought it was a pretty cool drawing. It didn't particularly represent anything to me of any significance. I just, I liked it. It was easy for me to cut out so that I could put it in different backgrounds and things. Lots of nice square lines, because on Blender there's on Blender there's 2 different engines. There's the internal engine, which is the one that I use, and then there's Cycles Render. And Cycles can do alpha channels, but it also uses nodes. And if none of that makes any sense to you, only half of it makes any sense to me. So that's the boat that I'm in. Whereas the normal engine, I can just take a knife, rather than using an alpha channel, I can just take a knife and cut out the shape that I want. Nice and simple. Oh, there's a man running, so I'd better stop my dog from attacking him. Is he running this way? No, he's not running this way. Okie dokie, we've lost Bramble. I've been walking and talking and I didn't realise that Bramble is not here, so I'm going to have to find her now. So what was I saying? Yeah, so immediately my priority became find a new avatar, because if anything happens, if my channel gets bigger in the future, I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying I'd rather be prepared. So, Bramble! I found her. She's over there. Can you see her? Spot the Bramble. How did you get over there? Bramble! I better go get her. Oh God, there's a dog coming this way. Let's go this way, baby. Come on, baby, this way. Come on. So, not Bearing's fault. Bearing's channel just totally brought this to light. There's a lot of YouTubers that use avatars that are copyrighted. None of us ever thought it was a problem before, because the very concept of just using a still image avatar from a TV program, it's obviously a shout out to that TV program, if anything. You're clearly not claiming to speak for that character or on behalf of that TV company, and the work that you do is obviously different. It's obvious that all you've done is taken a still image, in the majority of cases. There she is. There she is. Hello, baby. Did you get a bit lost? Did you? You okay? What I'm saying is, there's a huge difference between an avatar and an actual character from a TV program of any kind. So none of us really thought it was a big deal, but it turns out it is a big deal, and companies do care, and obviously YouTube always sides with the companies because it wants to keep what's it called, legal immunity or something. It wants to stay immune from prosecution, and so it just sides with the claimant and complies with what it's told to do. So that's the situation that we find ourselves in as creators. It's a struggle, because somebody can just come along and say like, oh, I own that, therefore I own this video, and YouTube ain't sticking up for you in any way. And most of us don't have the money to fight those kind of legal battles. It doesn't work like that, You don't just get given money because you're on the side of the right. So it's a struggle. Anyway, the long and the short of it is, Mr. Squiggles is my new avatar. Yay! I've got a penguin. And so, to celebrate that fact, I've made a t-shirt. And if I sell 10 t-shirts, I make £8, which would be a great Christmas present. And for you guys, it's just in time for January sales and whatever. Everybody knows you want a t-shirt, so I give to you, I present to you, let's face it, we're planet cancer. What do you think of that? It's a good t-shirt, right? So yeah, it'd be cool if you wanted to buy my t-shirt, you're very welcome. It's as cheap as I could possibly make it, in all honesty. So I'm really not making much profit. Like I say, £8 is the maximum that I'll make. That's if I manage to sell 10 t-shirts. The chances are that these t-shirts will never ever exist, because there probably aren't 10 people out there that want or will know that they exist, you know. So if you know somebody who might want a Planet Cancer t-shirt, please send them that link. I just got to stand here because the swans are aggers as hell, and my dog's really tiny and old. Look how aggers it is. This is why I don't get on with swans. Yeah, you make your noises. So yeah, if you know anyone who wants a Planet Cancer t-shirt, send them the link. So what did you guys get up to for Christmas? Did you do anything new? Anything interesting? Anything exciting? What was your favourite gift? What did you get that you really loved? I love Mr. Squiggles. He's ace. He's my best friend. Except Dougie, obviously. He's super bright. Listen to that lisp. He's super bright right now. Tripping over logs and stuff. Teach me how to pick my feet up. It's amazing how different the eyes adjust to light, isn't it? Somebody take a screenshot of that and like proper doctor that shit, make it look good. So seriously, when it comes to copyright and stuff, I've got to say I'm on the side of as long as you're not like taking the whole thing or the majority of somebody else's work and claiming it to be your own. If you're putting it in another environment, and especially if you're linked to it, if it's over a certain length, it should be linked to. You know, you've got to remember that the reason that we make these things in the first place isn't necessarily to make money off it. I know there are some greedy motherfuckers that just want the money and they just happen to be talented bastards. But the majority of us, when we create something, we just want people to see it. We want people to enjoy it. The more people who see it, the more people who will understand it, who will appreciate it, you know. And so therefore, I don't give a fuck. If I write a poem, for example, and then somebody comes, oh crap, there's a horse there. Douglas! You can't really see it because it's through the bushes. It's there. Oh, that's a bike. There's bikes behind the horses. There's horses and bikes. Well, you'll see it in a minute. Yeah, if I write a poem and then I hear some girl who's got like 1 million views reading my poem, there's going to be a part of me that is upset that I'm not getting any of the credit for that poem, that nobody is appreciating that came from me. But at the same time, I'm so happy that so many people are enjoying the poem, and I know that like a girl reading it for a start, even if she's got a horrible voice, a girl's voice is better than my voice, you know, a guy with a really deep, you know, a decent voice. Oh, shit. What I'm saying is, if somebody else who was more talented than me stole some of my shit and made it better, I'd be happy that they'd done that, as well as I'd be a bit upset. I mean, there is the fact that I would be a bit upset. I mean, obviously, it's a guarantee. I'm not going to stand here and say I'm completely selfless about it, because I would like to meet some of the people that appreciate my work. You know, everybody likes to be appreciated, don't they? But that's the thing, by appreciating them, they would be appreciating me, so I'd take solace in that kind of thing, you know? I don't know, it's a complicated issue. It's obviously not an easy issue at all. It's a very complicated issue. And there isn't really like a line in the sand that you can draw. Like, every situation has different things to take into consideration. But I just thought better safe than sorry, which is why I changed my avatar. And that's why we've now got this t-shirt. Because I couldn't have made this t-shirt with the other avatar, because that really was somebody else's material, whereas this is a stuffed toy that I held against the wall and took a picture of, and I've checked the stuffed toy, there's no copyright logo on it or anything, and obviously it doesn't look anything like the picture that I've created of it now, because it's a 3D stuffed animal, and what I've created is something totally different. I wish I could draw, man. If I could draw this, it'd be so easy, but those of us who aren't artists, we have to improvise these things, you know, because we have other skills in other areas that we can put to use, but we need artwork in order to do it. And the artists and shit, they're shit. You see a computer game that's made out of someone who knows how to make their own models, right? If they know how to, like, make an animated character that's got a skeleton and stuff, but they don't know how to code, that game is wank. Whereas you look at a coder's game, somebody who knows what they're doing with the coding language, but doesn't know how to model, and you'll say, the graphics are pretty shit, but this is a banging game. Hashtag fucking Minecraft, mate. And this is what I'm saying, it's not really fair, because we can do so much more with it than they can. And, I don't know, it should just be easy to give them credit where it's due, shouldn't it? You know? Like, this character is a creation of. Why couldn't he just add that to his videos and keep his avatar? But obviously making money off it thing is another thing entirely. So anyway, yeah, that t-shirt is on offer for a limited time while I'm a tiny little YouTuber, and there ain't no one gonna go tell George or Asda or whoever gives a fuck that I've taken a picture of some of their merchandise and I am selling it and making profit off it. If I do actually make the £8, I will keep it and go to the pub. If somehow hundreds of people find out about this t-shirt and I make more than £100, let's say more than £100. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's say if I make more than £100 on the t-shirts, I will give 50% of everything I earn to a charity that we will choose as a community together. It's got to be something good though. I'm not like, we're not going to public vote and then allow Reddit army to come in and fucking alter the views or the votes or something, you know what I mean? We're going to take our time to decide this. I'm not just going to be like, you know, vote on Twitter or any of that bullshit. We're going to sit down and we're going to discuss it like real adults. Real adults. I don't think there's anybody here who's a real adult, is there? Adult. Real adults. Real adult. It sounds kind of American, but it sounds better saying it like that. That's real adult. Or you're a real adult. I don't know. Talk bullshit. It's half the fun of it though, isn't it? The bullshit talking. The talking of the bullshit. Look how good my dog is. Aren't you a good dog? And stop. Stop. At least that's to me the second time. Please stop. When I say stop, you got to stop. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Close. See, he does exactly as I tell him. Go on then, this way, look. Go on, good boy. Go on, you can do walking now. Good boy. Go on. Shimmy sham. What are you doing? Come on. Funny dog. Yeah, Planet Cancer. It's less than 12 quid. Pick one up for everyone in your family. Everyone should walk around wearing Planet Cancer t-shirts. And who knows, there might be more t-shirts in the future. Leave a like on this video if you'd like to see me do a t-shirt that says Johnny is God with a big silhouette of me looking like Jesus. Because I've got the hair for it. I think I might make that t-shirt anyway, to be honest. I don't know. I thought, you know, in all honesty, it was worth just maybe having a laugh and making a quick, cheap t-shirt just for the fuck of it, do you know what I mean? I honestly don't expect to sell any, but if 10 people would be interested, that would be cool. Wouldn't it? You gotta say, that'd be quite cool. So yeah, as I say, it's a limited time offer. This is a limited avatar. I'm going to use it for a tiny little bit of time, and in that time I'm hopefully going to alter it enough that it becomes something of my own creation. Do you get what I mean? Like over time I've given it eyebrows, but not on the t-shirt, and you know, eventually it will just become my Mr. Squiggles rather than some random penguin. Yeah? So, you know, never gonna happen again. This t-shirt is a once in a lifetime offer. It's there till January the 17th. It's less than £12. It's delivering from the EU, not America, so if you're in America, go fuck yourself because I hate you, but you can obviously get it shipped abroad. It's not like it's a you can obviously get it shipped abroad. It's not like it's a lethal weapon or anything. Look at this. What is that line doing? Merry Christmas, everybody. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas. I might have mentioned that before. I've had a pretty good one this year though, all things considered. I did that whole choose to be happy bullshit, you know, where you're like, yay, Merry Christmas everybody, and because you're happy, or because you look happy, and you're acting happy, then everybody thinks you're happy, so they respond to you happily, you know. It's like positivity breeds positivity, and because they're happy, it kind of puts you in a more comfortable mood, you know, that bullshit. It kind of works to an extent, you know. Still got anxiety and shit like that. I still don't want to be there. It's still an uncomfortable situation, but at least people think I'm happy, and that makes them happier somehow.